Hey everybody, Rich at RM Autodag, and today we've got a little Ford Courier van 2014 and we've lost the screen in the middle. Customer wants to see if we can swap it over for another one. Right, so as you can see, the screen bit in the middle, it sometimes does light up. You can't see the mileage or anything like that in there. Now the customer has provided us with another one here, so I suppose we could swap the screen over. What I want to try and do is, if we go into Forscan, see if I can do the whole job through Forscan, because I think the mileage on that second-hand cluster is lower, so we should be able to raise that up and see if we can code new keys into it and then just swap over the whole cluster rather than take it apart. So that's what I'm going to look at doing. So hopefully we can see if we can get the as-built data out of this original cluster here. We'll get all the data out of that, and then we can transfer it across into the other one, and then we can erase the keys out of the second-hand one and put them back in and reinitialize the modules. And hopefully that'll all go well, and then we can up the mileage to what this one's supposed to be. So yes, we have a few fault codes, lost communications, nothing particularly interesting. I'll get rid of all that, so I've got a clean slate for myself. Done. Right. Instrument cluster, can I get the original mileage off of this one? Can't see it. That trip, there we go. Total distance. So that's going to be 242,000 kilometers, whatever that is in miles. That's going to be like 150,000. I'll do the conversion for that later anyway. So we know what that is. What have we got? Have we got instrument cluster? So we can do a write on that, and I expect if I just click on it quickly, it'll say we can only go up. Yeah, not lower. So Forscan, we can only go up. So I'll cancel that for a minute. But that's fine with me because that other one up there is supposed to be lower. We'll see what that is in a minute. So if we go as built, okay, so that's read that. So I am going to save all, and I am going to, where's my desktop? There, I'll put that on the desktop. Okay, so I've got that all saved, so that can be transferred across. We'll stop that. And what else did we have in here? There was another one, main configuration. Let's have a look what's in there. Turn off ignition. Right, yeah, chassis number and all this good stuff. What I am also going to do is I will save that as well. Courier, and I want desktop. Okay. Hopefully we have everything we need there. We do not have PATs though, do we? So we don't have the PATs configuration. But do I have... Where did I just save that? Should be somewhere. Alright. I've got those things saved. I'll go dig them out. I don't have PATs on this, so what I might need to do is use a different programmer. Hoping I could do the whole job on this, but at least I've got a backup of all the configuration and as built, so I can transfer that across, so I'm not going to get any other problems. So I just need to clear the keys out and get everything reinitialized, and hopefully we should be able to put that new one across. Right, so I got the cluster out. Let's just pull up this little bit of trim. It's only on pull clips. 2 Torx 25 screws, and then we got 2 of these little plugs with the little latching mechanisms that have got to be pulled back on either side. So I've got my new one here, and I should have just clicked on the other bit because we do have PAT stuff here, there. So we hopefully should be able to do it on this. Right, so that is the second-hand cluster in, and 128, so that is lower. That was, I think it was just over 150,000 was the kilometres on the other one. PAT's light flashing, no crank, no start. So what should we do first? Should we go into this instrument cluster? That no, we'll do the other one first. Do the other one, the as built. Save all. I'll just put second hand on that. Okay, so I want to write all. Oh no, I don't want to do that yet. I want to load it and then write it. Right, okay. So on the desktop, my badly spelt Courier van. There's our thing. Okay. And then we will write all. Yep. Off and on. Right, so that is done. So that should be the same as the other one. And I don't know if I've got to do this as well, but I'm going to do it anyway. We'll do the same thing. So load, no, desktop, Courier van, Courier, okay, right, so that's changed all of this to whatever it needs to be. I'm sure you just saw it just change a bit there. Stop. Back out of that, we'll go back into the service functions. So our ignition on 128,017. Should we try changing the mileage, or should we just do the PATs for a minute? We'll do the PATs, we'll do the mileage last. Okay. So read all this. 2 keys. That might be an issue. I might need to go find another key. Right, let's go into it and see what it says. Right, so we've got modular initialization, erase, and ignition keys. So I need to go find a second key to make sure this is done right, or else we won't be able to do this, I wouldn't have thought. So let me go find, see if I can get another key. Right, so what I've done, customer does not have 2 keys, so I've got a one out the van, should be a 4D, which is a 4D. So I've just taken the blade out of it there, and I have tapped the roll pin punch out of that one as well, so I can just shove that in, turn the ignition on, and pretend that it's got a second key to do the bit that we need to do. So if I put this key back together for a minute, hopefully we won't lose that inside anywhere. Right, so we want to erase or program, because we want to get rid of the keys out of this instrument cluster. And it says that you need 2 keys. Are 2 keys available? Yes. All known keys have been erased. Turn ignition off. Cycle key 1 in ignition. Okay. So we turn that one on. Leave it for 5 seconds, at least 6 seconds. And then take it out and put another one in, apparently. So we'll do that. So you got that, and then back off. At least 6 seconds. Oh, now 2 keys have been programmed, apparently. Whether that's worked or not, I couldn't tell you. I'll be fair, I've not used this to do this before. I'm not on this later type stuff. But it does still say immobiliser function active. So, whatever, I just want to know if we've got 2 keys. Let's see if the other one works. Swap my blade over. Immobiliser function active still. Or it might have programmed the keys, but we need reinitialize. We still have the light on. We still have no crank. And it says immobiliser in the dash. Alright, okay. Okay, let's see if we've got 2 keys stored, or what we need to do here. Okay. Number of keys stored, 0. So ignition key programming. Let's go for that. Okay. Security access. Oh, does it want the ignition on for this? Says it's been interrupted. Start again. Okay. Ignition key programming. Alright, so it's set to off. Back to on. Press OK. It's not been. Please try ignition on and off. So it's off. On. Doesn't look to be happy. But still, why is it saying, or is it there's 2 there and we need to do the module initialization to get this going again? So let me turn the ignition on, because it did say there was 2 keys stored again after 0 keys up here. Let's try the module initialization, see if that wakes it all back up. Turn ignition on, which is on. Ooh. So we have no light on, so we needed to do that potentially. So let's come back out of this a minute. So do we get a start? Patch light, it's gone out. Hey! So we have a crank and start on that key. I'll take that out with this little thing, and then we should be good on this key as well. Right, so thumbs up on that. So we had to erase the keys, and then that did, I think, put the keys straight back in. And then we redid the module initialization. We're good to go. I've got some ABS lights on, so maybe we should just quickly read the codes. Communication, right. Off and on. Okay. So we do have a module incompatibility there. This could be a problem. Right, let's see if we can do our mileage, and then, or maybe we should try this. No, we'll try the mileage first. Okay. It's in miles. So that was 150 was the conversion. 150 was the conversion. 705 miles. Okay. So it's going to go from that to that. Yes. There we go, 150, 700. So that is good. So now we're back down to our ABS light that was on. Because we have an incompatibility issue. What I will try is we'll try and put that as built across again, just in case. As built format. Okay. So we want to load all from the desktop. Courier van, that one. Write all, yep. Cycle the ignition off and on. Okay, and we'll stop that, reread this, clear the codes, off and on, and we still have configuration incompatible. That's annoying. What else did we have? We had this as well, didn't we? Let's just do this again, just in case. and we want to load Courier van. Okay, see, that's changed that again, and then save. No, not save. Right, please confirm. Yeah, so maybe, did that do it last time, or did I just forget to press the save? Turn the ignition on. So this might have been my fault. I might not have pressed the right thing earlier. Maybe it was just upset because we hadn't done the keys yet. Hopefully. Everything's having a bit of a flick in a head fit. Off and on. Off. Back on. Have we got lights? No, all the ABS lights have gone off. Right, let's try again. So that should have loaded that we've got a 1600 diesel and all that stuff. It's changed. Shows you how sensitive a lot of stuff is. Needs to be right. So you might be a bit more in trouble if you couldn't get the original data out your dash. On and off. Oh, look at that. No fault codes whatsoever. Started on up. Beautiful. So we changed the mileage, changed the instrument cluster. We have everything working here. So just pop that back in. Customer will be happy. So yeah, that's a complete change of keys and cluster on a Ford Courier van 2014. See you on the next one, guys. Cheers.